You're listening to English Go Podcast. We'll get started right after this.
This is Hannah Berner and Paige Sorbo from Giggly Squad, and I'm here to talk to you about HelloFresh, where you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep, making home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And they're America's #1 meal kit. You'll eat healthier. HelloFresh seriously turned me into a chef. So go to HelloFresh.com/Yummy21 and use code Yummy21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping. Go to HelloFresh.com/Yummy21, use code Yummy21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping.
Hello, do you remember last episode when I said that I've brought everything with me and I've sort of settled in to my new lifestyle just because I'd got everything set up the way I wanted it to do recording and that kind of stuff. It turns out I was very wrong. I've been incredibly busy actually, and well, this is why this episode it's a day late again. I do apologize, but yeah, I've been here 12 days now, and it feels like I've been here at least a month, because I've just been doing so many things. It's been quite hectic, I think, quite busy, quite a busy change for me. So, I mean, initially, I went on, I suppose it was like a holiday. Yeah, I guess you'd call it a holiday, like a nice break, like a couple of days away, in a place called Chichibu, which I think is a particularly cute sounding name for a town. And we stopped in a traditional, me and my wife, we stopped in a traditional Japanese style hotel inn. I'm not sure how you want to translate that, called ryokan. But anyway, that was really amazing, that experience. It was very traditional Japanese style, and all the food was as well. We had room service, and the food was provided in our room, which was really nice, and it was a very, very nice place. But anyway, apart from doing things like that, from going out here and there, I've had to go out shopping to buy some extra clothes. I don't know how this happened, but I managed to pack just one pair of trousers. I think what happened was I packed everything ages and ages ago, a long time ago. Like put everything, all of the clothes I wanted to have in my suitcase, and like last minute, on the day before I was due to fly, I was trying to balance the weight, just so it was below 23 kilograms for my big suitcase, and I couldn't quite get it down below 23. Or exactly at 23. So I ended up taking some clothes out, and I think I must have taken too many clothes out, and so I just couldn't believe it when I was looking at my suitcase, and I was searching through all of my clothes, and I thought, I can't believe it, I've got one pair of trousers. So I've had to go shopping for trousers, obviously, and my wife brought me a really, really nice down coat, which is very light and very warm, which is good because it has been pretty cold over here. Actually, sometimes it has been really cold. I was going to say not like England, but yes, exactly like England. I think it's been minus something, like -2, -3 in the mornings sometimes. Generally speaking, it's above 0. I'm just looking at the temperature now. 1 degree outside. Okay, it's very, very English style temperature, that is, for this time of the year. But I will say one major difference between the weather here and the weather in England is it rains an awful lot in the wintertime in England. And here in Japan, it does not. The winter seems to be some of the driest months in the year. And not only that, incredibly sunny. Well, if it's dry, then I guess there aren't clouds. And so if there aren't any clouds, then the sun. So so that makes sense. But it's a really strong kind of sun here in Japan, and I'm not sure how to describe it other than by saying it's strong and it's bright and it's warm as well. So there have been times when I've been walking around or something like that, or having a coffee break sort of like outside, and the temperature has been about maybe 4 degrees or something, 3 degrees, so pretty cold. Not much wind, but a lot of sunshine. And I've had this winter coat on, this down coat that my wife brought me, which is very warm, yes. But even so, just sitting there and feeling hot, actually a bit hot. Like maybe I have to unzip my coat a bit because it's so warm in the winter, even though it's 3 degrees, because the sun is so strong. I think that's a big difference that I've noticed. Like the weather, like in England, winter is so dull and miserable, to be honest, because it's so dark and dull and rainy and grey and cold and wet. It really does feel like a bit of a miserable time of year. But at the same time, when you get back home, when you get into your house, when you've been outside doing something, maybe you've been to work, maybe you've been shopping, you get back home and it's a really sort of like a snug, a warm, a homely sort of feeling. You feel nice and warm, nice and safe inside your own house, and hopefully your house is nice and warm as well. Mine always was, so it was really nice to go back home, to get out of the cold weather, and you'd really appreciate that. Over here, I don't know, I'm going to say that the weather in winter is actually good. It's not really bad. There's been 1 or 2 times when I've been outside and I've thought, okay, I'm pretty cold now, like at night time, there's no sun, and it's like, this feels more like English weather. But no, strangely, even though the temperature is very English, the whole feel of the weather is very, very different. Yeah. One other thing that I've found quite different to England is the way that houses are heated over here. I don't know about all houses, but it seems to be that air conditioning, like an air conditioning unit, is a popular way to heat not a house, but to heat a room. So in England we have central heating, and it's like we have this big metal radiator on the wall, this big metal thing that gets filled with hot water, and these are in every room in the house, even the bathroom, toilet. They're in every room, and this hot water flows around the whole house into every radiator, and every radiator gets hot, and it fills the whole house with warmth. It makes the whole house warm. And it's just I don't know, would I say it was a dry warmth? I would say it was just a warm. I don't think it's dry, I don't think it's wet, it's just warm. Whereas the air conditioning unit is dry. It pumps in dry air into the room, and you can sort of feel it on your eyes, and you can feel it in your throat. You can feel this dryness, and I've bought a little, what do you call it? It's like a thermometer, and I believe it's called a hygrometer, if I'm correct. And it tells you, the temperature, and it tells you the humidity levels in the room. And the humidity is 42% at the moment. And I used to have a similar device back in England, and my room was generally, I think at this time of year, around 60. Or sometimes, actually, in the winter it would be quite moist, wouldn't it? It'd be quite humid. So it might go up to like 70 or something. So yeah, I think it's a lot drier over here, outside too. Because in winter in England, it's so wet. Like the humidity outside, it would get really high. It would get up into the 90s or something like that. 80, 90%. So yeah, there's a difference in the the dryness. There's a difference in the sunniness, in the in the humidity and the temperature in the air. Yeah, very different. Anyway, I'm okay. I haven't settled down yet. I haven't really told you much about why I haven't settled down yet, but basically it comes down to doing things like trying to get the basic things sorted out, like health insurance, like registering at a local council, like registering your address, trying to get a mobile phone number, a mobile phone contract, trying to get a bank account set up, going to an estate agent and then viewing houses or apartments, and then so many things, trying to get a new, like a name stamp, a hankor, which is used instead of a signature when signing documents, like maybe when opening a bank account or when renting an apartment. There has been so much to do. There really has. And at that moment I'm working from the afternoon to late in the evening. I don't stop until 8 p.m. And this is because I'm continuing to work for my company back in England. So if I work a bit later, if I start in the afternoon instead of the morning, then there's some overlap. There's some times that match when we can talk to each other when we're both online. So that's why I'm working later. So the mornings are my sort of free time. They're free if I'm on my own. I'm not always alone. Sometimes my wife is here too. So I haven't really got into a good routine yet. I haven't really, I'm going to say I haven't settled down like I said I had last time. So I think it's going to take me a while to sort of, I don't know, to figure out, like, I'm waking up at all strange hours at the moment. I'm still a bit jet lagged. I'm a lot better than I was last time I recorded an episode. But, I've got to figure out my routine. And maybe that won't happen until I've moved out into my own place. I don't know. We will have to see. But anyway, I hope you enjoy listening to these podcasts, and I'm certainly enjoying making them. It's a lot of fun to point out all of the differences between England and Japan. And it really shows you many ways in which England is English that I hadn't really thought about before. So I look forward to explaining those kind of things to you in the future. So I think the next few episodes are probably going to be about my life here in Japan. I hope you don't mind that. Obviously I'll be talking about England as much as possible. But yeah, in the future, I think once I've fully settled down, maybe once I've got my own place, I'll start making some of my more usual type of episodes, where I just talk about anything really. any kind of topic. Anyway, until next time, I hope your studying is going well. I have picked up my studying again after a bit of a long break. I've been a bit lazy. But yeah, I really, really need to study Japanese now, to be honest. So that's what I've been doing sometimes in the mornings. But until next time, I hope you have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
This is Hannah Berner and Paige Sorbo from Giggly Squad, and I'm here to talk to you about HelloFresh, where you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep, making home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And they're America's #1 meal kit. You'll eat healthier. HelloFresh seriously turned me into a chef. So go to HelloFresh.com/yummy21 and use code yummy21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping. Go to HelloFresh.com/yummy21, use code yummy21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping. This is Hannah Berner and Paige Sorbo from Giggly Squad, and I'm here to talk to you about HelloFresh, where you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep, making home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And they're America's #1 meal kit. You'll eat healthier. HelloFresh seriously turned me into a chef. So go to HelloFresh.com/yummy21 and use code yummy21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping. Go to HelloFresh.com/yummy21, use code yummy21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping.
Thank you for listening to English Go Podcast. If you'd like to listen ad-free, listen to extra bonus episodes, or read the transcripts of these episodes, then please consider supporting this podcast at patreon.com/EnglishGo. Thank you.